The fire going off in the New South Wales team. Well, this will look spectacular. Sowie, out they come.
Yeah, here they come, the New South Wales through their team. Nice of Andy Patmore to bring the team out early so they can cheer them out here at North Sydney Oval.
The girls gave them a big cheer as we left the hotel today too. The way that these two teams have looked after each other is just fabulous.
And of course, the New South Wales men's team over in Perth at the moment sent a cheerio over to both these teams. I was speaking to New South Wales staffers. They actually viewed that before they came out here. So as we get ready to get underway, it's freezing here, but it'll be hot out in the middle of the field in a minute.
Sure will, and I'm sure it'll start like every other Origin game, those first 10 minutes, hitting hard straight up the middle.
So it'll be Queensland to kick off. First use of the football for New South Wales. Depending on your position, the answer's different, but in a big game, what would you rather do? Have first use of the football or get down there and defend early?
Kick off.
Yep.
Always kick off. I think you get a chance to really set the tone here, and Queensland will get the chance first off to try and not only force an error, but you pin them down in their half early on. It's hard to get that momentum straight to start the game.
I agree with you, Jamie. Definitely kick off.
Game on here at North Sydney Oval, and first use of the football here for New South Wales. And there is Madison Weatherall, Sowie, with a strong run first up.
Yeah, she's lost the boot as well. The Mad Dog, she's straight into it. It's a nice start for New South Wales, already up over the 40-metre line. And her front row partner, Hanisi, gets a carry as well, out of dummy half. Caught there. That's a replacement. They get a penalty early on, New South Wales. It's Janae Bent starting at hooker, and she earns her side an early penalty, so an early attacking set, Tasha, for the New South Wales Blues.
Yeah, it's good signs straight away, and Janae's been brought up into hooker. Her sister will be playing in the senior game today.
So we've got that a couple of players from either team where sisters are already paving the way for the youngsters to come through. Oh, solid contact on Koenig.
A nice carry from Koenig. She'll play the ball, and they spread out to this left-hand side. Another big carry from Hanisi. So they'll play the ball in good attacking position here. New South Wales, 25 out of the Queensland line early on in this game. The halfback takes them on. Just testing out the defence early. She's a danger, young Tiana Graham. We saw her for the Steelers in that impressive win at Bankwest a couple of months ago. They go forward, need a little bit more support there outside Swan, but this is a good set for New South Wales. There's a line out to the right-hand side. They go left side, short side. The halfback goes across, and she goes in. Oh! She's gone close, Tiana Graham. I think she's knocked the ball on, and the referee has ruled knock on. That was so close, Tasha.
There'll be plenty more of that from Tiana. She's actually moved from Perth to play in the Taj Gale Cup last year, and look at where she is today.
That was so close, Salty. You see, she sliced right through, already tested them early that set. They just come up a little bit short.
Well, they came up there with a 20-metre tap, so it means, and it is on that far side of the ground, that she actually did get over the line and drop the ball over the line. There was a fair bit of Queensland defence coming across there, but danger signs already for Queensland. That was all too easy for New South Wales to head downfield the way that they did. And now first use of the football for the Queensland under-18s, and just like in the first set for New South Wales, Queensland get a penalty.
Almost mirror image.
I think both teams, when you're in these big games, you're nervous, you give away that first penalty, and you can almost pay the price, as Queensland won't try and find touch, but they held their line. Weather already asserting her dominance in this game.
Well, they take a tap on this occasion, and Jasmine Tupou there, strong runner of the football. And Menzelman takes off out of dummy half. So Queensland now on the front foot. Tupou will go to dummy half. They're trying to put some numbers down the short side here. And that's a good run from Mikhayo. Peters just there making sure she doesn't go out. Menzelman. Good run there. One. Good run there from Mikhayo. Tamara getting heavily involved in jersey number 14, just lurking around the place. There she is there. Passes on the inside and straight through they go. The front rower Reeves trying to get to the line is just short. Menzelman the dummy half. Which way do they go? Tamara, long pass. And heading towards the line is Makeo, but good defence. New South Wales again. Zali Faye in there, forcing a turnover, and Jamie Chapman as well.
Oh, they're outstanding there, the Blues. It was a nice attack from the Queenslanders. They had Tamati just take the line on. She found a pass in the scrambling defence, and the Blues, they're already on the back foot early on in this game. They'll work their way out. So crucial to get off to a fast start. You can see some of the girls are grasping for air, and that's Hanisi who will go forward and start this set well inside their own 20.
They showed some great defence there, New South Wales, on their line. Now let's see what they can do in attack.
A little shift out to that left-hand side. They're going to run into trouble here. A little backwards pass, stays in field. So great work from the left winger over there.
Tegan Berry.
And it's Johnson who picks up the scraps, but Queensland dominating this game early on. Only 5 minutes in, of course, 25 minutes each way. Another big carry. So this kick's going to have to be good in tricky conditions here. A little shift to the right-hand side for the Blues. Oh, loose pass goes out the back. They go back and clean it up. And it's Chapman who finds a way centre field. That's a good run. And she's solidly met by Makeo, who comes up and gives us something. And now they come the short side. Has to be a big kick. Gets it downfield. Oh, well fielded by Peters. And she'll bring it back with interest over the 40-metre line. Oh, and she's solidly met by the captain, Weatherall.
Mad Dog Weatherall. She's out there tonight.
Oh, this is sensational. Bang!
Great footy.
Under 18, setting the tone for what's going to be a terrific night of rugby league. Tamati. A settling run from the halfback. Menzelman. Here's Tamara. Tupou. Couple of conventional rucks there from Queensland, and that's a sloppy play the ball there from Jasmine Tupou. She's had a strong start to the game, but there's an error. I'm sure both teams won't mind a little bit of a rest here before the scrum packs down.
Yeah, well, New South Wales, while they have been physical, Queensland have actually strung some little tight passes together to be able to make inroads in that New South Wales defence, as we see the New South Wales girls just having a quick look at the conditions, cheering on their fellow statesmen. And Tarsha, you'd have to say Queensland are almost feel on top early on.
Well, they're certainly looking a bit better in attack. New South Wales just have to settle down, get back to structure, play their footy.
So they shift to the left-hand side, and that's play one, and it's thrown back, so it's gone out. That's a huge play on play one. Tegan Berry over there tried to find some open space. Kid tried to put her away, but they run into touch, and a huge turnover and a huge chance for Queensland.
Yeah, massive chance for the Maroons now. Couple of mistakes, but the game being played at such great intensity, and we've seen some terrific skill. And it's important to point out, I think, Tasha and Jamie, skill with the ball, yes, but defensively as well. Both teams outstanding. Outstanding,
and they're well-trained pack. There's some big hits, and the girls are just getting straight back up and playing the ball.
I like the fact that it's good technique. People that are watching ask what I know about tackling. Probably not much, but I like the technique.
Revel Blair, Menzelman, Tamara getting heavily involved. It's like watching a sister. Here's Pilata, pops a nice pass out the back. Here they go, Queensland. Makeo, good tackle. And again, New South Wales scrambling defence. Menzelman. It's under a tackle around the collar there from Chapman.
She's doing a lot of work in defence.
Tamara to dummy half. Good hands there from Tupou. And great defence again.
Johnson.
Menzelman. They go short on this occasion. And was that knocked on by Menzelman? No. Play on. 6 more tackles off a New South Wales end. They'll do well here to hold on. Tamara, Tupou. 2 metres away from the line. Menzelman. Always looking busy. Here they go again. Queensland. And heading for the line, reaching out. Pilata, has she reached out short? She has. Menzelman, play on here for Queensland, intercept!
And Berry's away. She come off the line and got the intercept. She's home. 50, 40, 30, and Tegan Berry will get the first try in the under-18 State of Origin from nowhere. She came up off her line. It was a huge all-or-nothing play. And Tegan Berry will streak 100 metres to put the New South Wales team in front.
And Jamie, we saw her do just that in the grand final only a little over a month ago. She just needs to be put in the clearance and shut the gate. Tegan Berry, they call her.
It's a huge play because you had numbers outside. New South Wales was struggling to hold on. Queensland almost went across a couple of times. Here's the replay. She comes up off her line. This is the play before where they go close. Beautiful play from the Queenslanders. I thought Pilata was going to go across and score. She was just short. Desperation tackle on that left-hand side from Johnson. And then right here, Tegan Berry, once she got the ball sold, she was away. They were never going to catch her. You see she's extending out there. Beautiful technique. And a real turn in this game for New South Wales.
No surprise that Tegan's been a national level for athletics.
Well, you're right. After about 15 metres, they were 10 metres behind her, the Queensland Chasers, and within 15 metres, she'd put 20 on them.
I know what that feels like, Salt. It feels good.
Running on the treadmill.
And this is Emily Curtin. She's actually a twin, and her sister Sophie is also playing the team with us tonight.
So Curtin from right in front, you would think to make this 6-0 and a huge swing. Queensland were pressing. They'd had a couple of sets in a row. Pilata was so close. Beautiful exchange of play. A couple of passes right, and she does so. 6-0 to the New South Wales Blues. And as the crowd starts to pile in here, Tasha, it is going to be another special event, isn't it? You like the idea, obviously, of a standalone game. It's only going to grow, isn't it?
It most certainly is. Like, this is, the game before the big girls come on, and really people need to get out here quickly because I don't know if there'll be many seats left.
Well, it's a terrific sign, isn't it? And I thought it was great coming here about an hour or so before the gates opened, and you mentioned it earlier, Sowie, about how far away you had to park. Yeah, just seeing people lined up ready to come in. It's fantastic. Here's the kick-off.
All important set of 6, this one.
They pick it up eventually here at New South Wales. Queensland had all the momentum, everything going their way until that magnificent intercept from Tegan Berry. Anisi, what about her defence so far tonight? Been outstanding, the number 10 for New South Wales.
And she's really set the tone for them, along with Weatherall, and then Chapman on this right edge has been very sound.
And Anisi pumped up. We got off the bus and there's a little fella with a sign with her name on it dancing around on the corner.
Wow.
Faye with a good run. It's a good set of 6 so far for New South Wales. After points, they're into Queensland territory. Koenig, get up and play it. Here's a kick. It splits the winger and the fullback. So Pilata has it. Gets away from one. Gets away from another. Gets away from another. Still going. That is a magnificent kick return. Good tackle that had to be made by Olivia Koenig. But China Pilata does very well. Now Jasmine Peters goes on a run.
And you can see the speed of Queensland's threatening New South Wales in and around the ruck. They're changing direction. They almost went close before Berry came up with a play, but Queensland with the ball are certainly threatening this New South Wales defence.
New South Wales paid the price. 3 missed tackles. They didn't come up in a line. An individual tried in the tackling, and they're paying the price. They must chase. Must need a better kick and chase.
Sow now 39 away. Menzelman, good step. Still stepping. Thought about an offload. Not forthcoming on that occasion. Sow will go to dummy half. Here's Tamara. Long pass. Out wide they go. It's Ravel Blair. And a good tackle on her. It's going to force a changeover. Just the way the Queensland are lined up. Shante Tamara was named in the centres with Ravel Blair at 5'8", but what we're seeing tonight is Tamara playing in the halves with Ravel Blair out in the centres.
Yeah, she's been dangerous, Tamara. She's had her hands on the ball all for Queensland. I like that little run on the last. They're trying to get Berry away again down that left-hand side through Graham, who went so close. So 11 minutes to go in this first half. The crowd's still building out here at North Sydney Oval. And Johnson gets rid of one. Menzelman, and that takes 3-4 people to get it down. Good run from the left back rower. New South Wales, can they get down there again? Here comes Anisi. Another strong carry. Needs to find some support in and around her. I'd like to see Staines looming up. They come to this right edge again. Nice cutout pass, trying to get Chapman some ball. They come out to the right winger. And she's fielded there, Faye. So another good set from New South Wales. This is the last. Chapman goes away. Picks up Curtin, who goes straight down. Polata, and she's already back where they kick the ball. Salty, she's been their best player tonight.
Yeah, she certainly has been. Along with Tamara as well. They're the ones asking a lot of questions. Good tackle. Talk about technique. That was perfect.
Oh, I could feel it. Oh. And when it's cold too, it hurts even more.
Well, it might not be raining, which we thought earlier in the week it might be tonight, but it is cold. There was a group of us from Queensland guys that got off the plane today. I thought, oh, it's nice and sunny that the sun was painted on. We thought it was a real one, but it wasn't.
We're not going to turn anything on for you Queenslanders. They better not sit too close to you. I might catch something.
Well, the Perth weather's not going to turn anything on for any of us on Sunday.
All stadiums should have a roof, Salty.
Here's Menzelman. Oh, good defence again. Was that Hanisi again, Tasha? I think it was.
I think it was.
To the line they go. Not afraid to take the line on is Courtney Tamati. Menzelman. Goes to Tamati again. Nice pass. Now, almost another intercept there for Berry. Now still going Queensland. Talapai. Menzelman. Palata. Just short of the line, and another changeover. This New South Wales defence, outstanding.
Yeah, they hold on again, New South Wales. But it's danger signs over there when Tamata gets the ball. She's playing that nice little underline. She's going off her right foot, which is causing problems defensively for New South Wales. She's getting a quick play the ball, but Queensland just can't crack the line, Tasha.
No, and I'm surprised they haven't put the kick through.
Yeah. Well, they haven't kicked for touch twice. And usually that's a sign that conditions are tricky and you probably aren't as confident in your kicking game. But New South Wales have been able to work their way out of trouble and they receive a penalty now. So with 8 minutes to go, what's the message going down to these girls now, Tasha? What's the runner going out there and stressing at the moment as Weatherall gets ready to come back on the field?
I think what they need to do is get to Tess at fullback. She can settle this team down and talk to them from behind. So hopefully she's talking them down and Maddie just keep leading by example.
I think if you're New South Wales, you want to try and find some more support. You can see him around the ruck there. There's no one flashing through looking for a second opportunity, and when Hanisi and Weatherall carry the footy, as the 5'8" comes in, this is Curtin, gets an offload away, that's better. Goes across, and Graham now, so they're over the 50-metre line. That's better support from New South Wales. Come to the right side, Curtin, couple of passes wide, trying to go across, and that's a moan.
There should be support there as well, Jamie.
So Staines needs to get herself in the game. The halves need to push up both sides. They go to the left-hand side. Find it out. Here's Staines now. She takes off. She puts the accelerator down. Oh, she's dragged down from behind. Nice work from Staines. The Queensland defence. Tamati holds up. So close. Here comes Johnson now. She won't kick it. Goes across to Graham. She puts a little chip on. Oh, it's fielded. Oh, what a try. What a try. And it's Olivia Koenig who has fielded the kick from Tiana Graham and somehow reached out to score. It's 10-0 New South Wales, but you can put that one down to the left-hand side of Staines and Graham, and the catch from Koenig.
Origin is a game of moments, and it looked to be going all Queensland's way, and next thing you know, the New South Wales are 2 tries up with a kick to come.
It highlights something you said about 30 or 40 seconds prior to that kick being put through. Why haven't Queensland put a kick through tonight? And you can see how dangerous the kick can be. This was outstanding. Great piece of skill from Olivia Koenig. Oh.
Yeah, hope that's not a double movement then.
No, she didn't have anyone on her. I was more worried about the bobble into the ground. Without him at the bunker, we'd be sitting out the cold a lot longer, Salty.
Well, well, our mate Gus, when he talks, when you start mentioning that word bobble, he just starts shaking. So he'll be thankful that there's no.
I'll get a text soon. He'll be watching somewhere, Gus. I'll get a text soon saying, don't mention that word.
Might be above us somewhere. I'm sure he'd be around tonight on the far side.
So Curtin, this is an important kick because 12-0 is a long way back for Queensland, having been so close. And you can see the support. Once Staines starts to get up on the advantage line, that cause a real threat to this Queensland side. And I like the work from Caitlin Johnson there. Back rower didn't panic and try and kick the footy. We've seen back rowers get their kicking licence suspended a lot.
Evening, Sam Burgess.
Yeah. Great kick from Curtin. So 12-0 to New South Wales. And Tasha, they've got to be happy with how they've been able to win the moment, as you said.
They have. New South Wales, must say, have been a little bit luckier than Queensland. So
they go down, New South Wales, and score off a kick.
A kick off all the way down to the in-goal area.
Tess Staines with that run again from fullback. She had a lovely run earlier up there.
Both fullbacks outstanding tonight. Tess Staines and
Palata's been.
Palata.
Yeah, she's been magnificent. She's positionally very well balanced, gets the footy, runs straight back.
Speaking of sisters, that there's a Tungai there, and her sister Shak will be playing in the next game. That's Rhiannon at dummy half there.
On the field now in jersey number 9. Started off the bench tonight.
She's an impact player, so I'll be interested to see what she can bring.
You see New South Wales there. It's a long pass back off the advantage line. I think their best sets have been where they've punched through with Weatherald, Hanisi, and then you get that kick away, but Palata will field it again for Queensland, and you can just see positionally she gets the game, she runs the ball straight back, and she almost gets a positive return from where New South Wales kicked the footy.
7 metres into New South Wales territory. Mackay, good run, gets to near the 30-metre line. Tackle 2 here for Queensland. Big opportunity for them to get back into the contest. 15 away now. In centre field. Momentum again. Talapai will play it, and there's a mistake. Just had a little bit of a look. I think you'll find the head will go up before the ball was in Menzelman's hands, and that's when the mistake occurred. She had the play going through her head before the ball came into her hands to execute it.
She's been dangerous, just getting out of dummy half and pushing over the advantage line, having runners with Tamara, and then finding Samadi, being able to ball play off the back of that. They got a bit stagnant there after a great return from Palata. So New South Wales, with 2 minutes to go, will try and look to extend their lead. They're trying to get Berry away on that left-hand side.
Why wouldn't you?
Oh, speed. You just can't coach it. And when you're looking at young men and women, as she comes out of dummy half again, a nice carry in the drain, you're just trying to find those people that are just fast, because you can work on the rest. You can't teach someone to be fast. It just happens, and Berry's certainly got that. So New South Wales, just before half-time, made another change. That's Sophie Curtin on. Nice little carry there. She's left a couple behind as well, so that's a green light to come out of dummy half for Tungai. Just needed some support. Need to push up more, New South Wales. Here's the last. Curtin's been good with her kicking game all night. She gets hold of that one, and it goes all the way down to Peters, who spilled it and has to go back for a great chase from Chapman, but it's not from the other right edge, and Peters brings it back with interest. Tasha, they need to be better with that, the kick chase.
They do. We said it earlier, and they paid the price just then. One shooting up. Oh, they've been let off.
So a mistake here.
Well, no, I'm not laughing at Pilata. I'm laughing at the...
No, the ball being thrown.
Yeah.
I think it was Alenia Moan who might have had a few words out there. Good to see. It is a representative game.
I throw my big league at Salty sometimes, Tasha.
Well, Lenny Amoni, she's not one short for a word either.
So 12-0. Last minute of play. Where is the 24 minutes gone that we've had? On the front foot here, New South Wales. And that's Tess Staines. Sloppy play the ball, and it will be pulled up. It was a good tackle actually from Courtney Tamati. He dominated the tackle. And then Staines making the mistake. Not even sure whether we'll have time for the scrum feed. 20 seconds left.
Oh, they need to pack quickly.
What are you saying to Queensland at half-time, Tasha?
Just say, look, it will come. There's 2-3 tries that could have been there, and that was just unlucky that it wasn't. Keep doing what you're doing, and hopefully it'll pay off over the try line.
So they do feed the scrum. This will be the last play of the half. Ravel Blair into the New South Wales defensive line, succumbs to the tackle. Half time here at North Sydney Oval. 12-0. New South Wales under-18s in front of the Queensland under-18s, but certainly not game over by any stretch. That was an entertaining 25 minutes of football.
It certainly was, Salty, and you think about moments in Origin, not just in the men's game, but any Origin game. It just happened to be Tegan Berry who came up, made an all-or-nothing play at the footy, and that really swung the momentum. After that, you felt like Queensland really struggled to get back into it, but Salty 12-0. New South Wales probably deserved that lead after how they started.
Right, New South Wales in front 12-0. The players will take a break. We'll take one as well, and we'll be back for the second half in around 10 minutes from now. Players coming out for the second half of this under-18s women's representative game, the women's Origin for the under-18s. Queensland being cheered on by the Queensland Origin team. Peter Basolda's Jamie Sow. Tasha Gale with you.
Just as the Origin team were cheering them out, it was a nice touch last night. The girls received their jerseys from their
right.
And the girls didn't know. They just said number 1, and out would walk, Chelsea Baker.
Oh, cool.
Yeah,
They
brilliant.
are in the lead, 12-0. Let's hear it for your New South Wales.
And here come New South Wales, and I think both teams would have been happy to get to the sheds. Bit of a scrappy end. New South Wales definitely on top through winning those moments, but Queensland, if they can hold the ball and build some pressure, you feel like they're right in this game.
Interesting, Jamie. You can see that they've started with Tungai not off the bench this time, so Lacey's obviously happy with the play out there. And we mentioned a lot. We mentioned Tess Staines and Tegan Berry and even Jamie Chapman, and all 3 of those girls will be running around in this same age group next year.
Wow. I think if you're New South Wales, you want to see Staines, push up on the ball. You want to see your halves. And for Queensland, you got to try and get Pilata some footy down in New South Wales end, because she could tear him to shreds.
And is this going to be ruled a knock-on from the kickoff?
No.
It is, but that went through the hands, didn't it?
It wasn't a knock-on.
Just went backwards.
Yeah, it went backwards, but this could be the game for Queensland right here, Salty, because if New South Wales score, 18 points is a long way back. We'll see what New South Wales do, whether they can build some pressure and whether they have a scrum play or not. Like scrum plays, Salty. It's the best chance. It's half the field, half the players.
Up the blind here for
2
New
down the
South.
short. I was looking at the same thing, Tasha. There was 2 down the short side, but they're going to the open.
They made a liar out of us, Salty.
Kid there. Get up and play it on the front foot. New South Wales straight away here. Swan 10 metres away from the line. I think that was Johnston on that occasion. Here they go, New South Wales again, 5 away from the line.
That's Mad Dog again.
And she's back out there after her rest prior to the halftime break. Still going here. Here's Johnston, Caitlin Johnston with a couple of good runs.
If it's not Mad Dog, it's Johnston you got to watch.
Tungai, nice little holding up the pass, double pump before she went out. Now looks to go on her own. Can she reach out and score? She can't. Change over. It's the last.
Well, they lost their way there, Salty. They needed to go right. They'd had a couple of runs. Weatherall came back against the grain. Johnston went close. They just needed to go through the hands. And that's an experience thing. When you be able to sit back and watch this and look at some of the chances. Oh, another error or penalty. So relieving one for Queensland. But Tasha, huge opportunity, but well defended by Queensland.
Very well defended by Queensland. And I tell you what, they've got this penalty here. And as mentioned before, that they're actually going for the kick this time.
No,
they're not. No, they're not.
Well, I'm looking at that wind, and usually it comes in, so it'd be at the back of New South Wales, and it rolls into those corners when we've been here for the Canterbury Cup, New South Wales.
Well, the corner that Queensland are coming out of now, you quite often see kicks float out in a full down in this side of the field, near where the camera is filming from at the moment. As Tamara goes short on this occasion, the Tupou.
I'll be interested to see in the main game how the halves take that on, because North Sydney Oval, you don't play on it every week. I know these ladies have played on it, throughout their competitions respectively, but the angles can take a while inside border Pilata.
Yeah, she's been dangerous again. On the front foot here, Queensland kicking. Here's Tarmady, and that's well done by Tess Staines. Sees an opportunity on the outside. Staines tries to put on the afterburners. Good defence by Queensland. Stops her just short of the halfway line. Just when it looked like Staines again was ready to set off downfield. Here's Chapman with a good run. New South Wales dominating the first 3 minutes of the second half here in the under-18s. They're dominating on the scoreboard as well, leading 12 points to 0. That was the half-time score. Koenig, one of the try scorers for New South Wales. The other one was a length of the field intercept for Tegan Berry. They go back towards the right. A juggle there from Chapman. Gets a pass out wide to Fay, and Fay's wrapped up on this occasion. Last tackle here for New South Wales. The kick will come. They were successful with a crossfield kick earlier, but that one was just that little bit too deep. And Courtney Tarmady takes it easily there for Queensland.
Yeah, I reckon that opportunities might come along the ground for New South Wales, especially on those long kicks. Can take a little bit of pressure off and roll it in the in-goal, but a nice carry out there from Ravel. He's still playing that right-hand position. You can see a lack of numbers in and around Queensland trying to push up. They're just holding on, the Queenslanders. New South Wales dominating through their defence.
Oh, they're looking uncertain.
And that one was thrown out the back, and they've turned it over here, Queensland, but a knock on New South Wales when they went to pick it up. So the pass came from Pilata. That was all okay, but then a knock on by New South Wales as they tried to pick the ball up. So a let off here for Queensland.
Zach Lomax just walked in, of course, to watch Jess Surgis in the main game. I wonder who's giving who tips at home. She should be giving him a couple of tips, I reckon.
On the strength and fitness.
Speed. On all of it. On all of it.
It works.
No, I like Zach. Good, great goal kicker. And Queensland to get back in this game, they just need to have some energy in and around their set and come up with a last play that can build some pressure. They've tried to run it a couple of times, they just haven't got their last play options right.
That's a great strong tackle from Zali.
And it puts pressure on everyone else to come up with those big plays. So, nice chance here for the Queenslanders.
Certainly is. Here's Menzelman, one-on-one with their
Tungai.
opposite number, Tungai, who stripped it. That's well done from Tungai. Does very well on that occasion with the one-on-one strip. Oh, and Weatherall gets bent back. Takes some effort to stop her like that. Tungai goes to Graham, out wide they go. Berry, look out! Down the touchline, puts in a grubber kick for herself, can't regather. Would have been the try of the night. And she's filthy on herself as well. The try line was there for Tegan Berry. It was a nice little kick.
Oh, I'm filthy too.
This game has everything.
That would have made social media blow up. That was awesome. Berry got away down the left-hand side. She'd done all the hard work. Just needed to compose herself. Great skill. And you can see every time there's half a chance. They're just passing, giving her a couple of metres. Similar to Brett Morris. He used to just try and give him 1 or 2 metres on the outside, and speed would get him there. Oh, a little knock on. Oh, no.
No, Queensland didn't need that. You talk about speed, it reminds me of a line from the late, great Jack Gibson when talking about Andrew Eddinghausen. Said, he's so fast, he can turn off the light and be in bed before it's dark. And Tegan Berry has plenty of speed, as does Tess Staines.
This has to be a set play. If they score here, this could be the knockout punch.
Well, there's no one on the short side. Queensland has one defender down there, but they're going to go down that short side. Pass back on the inside here to Tiana Graham, and she's been driven back in the tackle. Talapai does very well defensively, but still plenty of pressure here for New South Wales. Swan now, 5 away from the line. They'll go a long way to winning the game if they can score here. Johnston gets a pass away, still alive here for New South Wales. Berry for the corner! Puts the ball down, Tegan Berry. And New South Wales will go further in front in this under-18s contest at North Sydney Oval.
Well, it's a late offload by Johnston, and Tungai just scheming across field, looking for a runner. And you give Tegan Berry any sort of space, she'll finish. But it's the nice work and tempo from Tungai. Here goes Johnson, gets away a crucial offload. Just watch Tungai here, scanning, and then just half a step, the winger comes in, loses Berry, and Berry finishes in the corner, bags herself a double, but great play from Tungai.
Great play from Tungai. That's that impact that Lacey's counting on from her, and she will actually run around in this event next year as well. And we'll watch her sister play just after this game. But what we said with Berry, just give her any sort of room and she's in. But Tungai certainly knew how to do that. Like you said, Jamie, the way she held that ball, waited till the winger came up a bit, and there it is. That was enough.
16 points to nil, 16 minutes remaining.
You asked earlier what the captain might be saying to the team. And what's interesting with the Queensland team is that they actually have 3 co-captains, 1 from each state, I believe.
So,
I could 3 captains, no thanks.
what about some AFL teams who have 6 or 7?
Well, the Panthers had 5.
That's
Just
right.
Confused
That's
it.
right.
Of a leadership group.
Here's the attempted conversion. I tell you what, from the touchline, outstanding. Emily Curtin, well done.
That was awesome.
That was Sourwood-like.
I hope we get another chance to look at that, because
3 from 3, honestly.
but the way she shaped it, I mean, her first one from in front was a gimme. Her second one was a little bit tougher, and she still shaped it.
So she bent it like Curtin.
They're going to go shorty, the Queenslanders.
You're right. We're both wrong.
So New South Wales now with a 3 converted try lead, and there's a quarter of an hour left in the contest. If Queensland are going to get back into it, they've got to do it pretty quickly.
The thing with leadership groups are more for standards at training. You know, captains for me are the one people out there where they lead by actions or whether they speak well and have to be a dominant person. When you have 2 or 3, if one of them's not playing well and they're still talking, it's hard to listen to those other 2 people. You know?
Well, you look at some of the great captains we've had in recent times. Yes, you can have a leadership group, but you need a captain out on the field. New South Wales, though, on the front foot here. We'll get back to that in just a moment. Good run here from Chapman.
She's been outstanding on that right edge. She's really physical in defence, and every time she gets the ball, she's a threat.
And it's a good pairing. They play together with the Sharkies. So Lacey's got the Sharkies on the right side, and the Steelers centre and wing on the left.
And that kick goes too long there from Emily Curtin, but we're talking about captains. I couldn't imagine someone saying to Cameron Smith in the past in representative football or indeed in club football, Boyd Cordner as well, saying, guys, well, Boyd in Origin, saying, we're going to give you a co-captain tonight. Don't know whether that would work.
Well, it's funny because having captained the Panthers in 14, it was more like last man standing. And
but you have those seasons. Well, you have those seasons where it's sort of the older guy steps up. Here's Menzelman.
Menzelman been busy. That's a good one-on-one tackle on Menzelman.
It's crucial.
Tamara, you just want to see her run the football.
It's Olivia Koenig doing some work there again.
Tamara again down the short side, puts a little kick in over the top. It's not a good one because it'll go dead. Just the angle got me there for a second. I thought it was going to hold up, but the narrow in-goal areas at North Sydney Oval, and that ball goes dead. So a 20-metre restart here for New South Wales.
Just while the camera's on, Tess Staines there. She came in from the Riverina, didn't know anybody. Within about half an hour at camp, she was everybody's favourite. She's a good country girl, loves a yarn.
Yep, Riverina's produced many quality football players.
Who, Sowie?
Oh, Peter Sterling. I was at the same junior club as Peter Sterling, actually. Wagga Kangaroos. So,
good breeding ground.
Yeah. And, of course, speaking of regional New South Wales, the town of Bega, a representative tonight and now a representative too on Sunday night as well with Dale Finucane playing for New South Wales. Kezzy Apps tonight.
They were in the same team.
Yeah. New South Wales on the front foot here through Johnston. She has had a terrific second half, Caitlin Johnston, with some great runs. Kid goes to dummy half in the centre of the ground now through Tiana Graham, puts a kick up, and just when you thought it was try time for Zali Faye, she did ever so well to climb high, be first to the football, but it just couldn't stick for her, so change over here for Queensland.
Yeah, beautiful shape on the kick from Graham. You can see there, she just leans back on it enough. To be fair, probably should have been taken by Faye. Now some strong defence from New South Wales. They know this game's well in hand at 18-0, but being Queensland salty, we want to really rub the salt in ahead of the main treat tonight and then Sunday, of course.
Tamara had options both sides, and then Makeo hammered.
Can we make it 3 Blues this weekend?
Well, I hope so, because that means I can text my little mate next to me here and all weekend.
Rub the salt in the
All
salt.
weekend. And if it's Sunday night, there's a fair chance that they could say anything.
Just stays in the field of play here. There's Talapai. Stay out of it.
He's 1-0 up, so he doesn't have to do. He can just sit there smugly.
No, we're humble in Queensland.
Yeah, of course you are.
Queensland have to do something here.
Tamara puts it up high. There's pressure at the back. And knocked on by Queensland. Play on here for New South Wales. Tiana Graham has it for the New South Wales under-18s team. And fires that one out the back. Could be try time here for Queensland. It will be. Talk about something out of nothing. The try scorer, Courtney Tamati, is going to score a try off a New South Wales error. 10 minutes remaining. Game back on.
Well, you said they needed something to happen, Tasha, and they did. They made it through their defensive efforts. And we're going to see young Courtney Tamata here. They go forward. It's Michaela Kidd who just tries to get a rushed offload away, and the New South Wales players around that. Tamati just wants it more and gets there, but that's a real big play in this game and puts Queensland right back in the contest just off the back of a rush play from Michaela Kidd.
So Menzelman now to attempt to add the extras.
This is crucial, Salty. If she can go 18-6, then you think, okay, we only have to score one more in the next couple of minutes and then we get a chance to be in the game. But if you miss this, it's almost resigned to the fact that we can't chase 4 tries down, another 3 tries after this. But Menzelman, who's been fantastic for Queensland tonight, we get a chance to look at her
technique. That breeze will just be going across the way, so she'll probably try and start this just right post and let it roll back through the middle.
Kicks it, and has she got the legs? No, it must have just went under. But no goal, 18-4.
Still a sigh of relief there, and a lucky call for New South Wales. If that had gone over, Jamie, you're right. Queensland are right back in the game.
Tasha, what's your thoughts on, let's just focus on the main game for a minute. Do they have the timing right? Should it be 35 or 40 minutes a half, or do you think 30's enough?
No, I'd like to see it to go to 40.
Right.
I really do. They've got 10 interchange.
Yep.
Oh, sorry, 8 interchange. So yeah, I think that'll come around next year.
And series or one-off game?
Look, it's hard. You got to go 1 or 3. You can't go 2.
Yeah. I think 1 is the right mix at the moment, and you know, I'd politely disagree and say that 35 minutes would probably be a real test to see how you go with that, and then move to 40, because
maybe smaller increments.
And people may say too about, well, why not play a series? But where we're placed at the moment, a lot of these girls have had to take annual leave.
Yep.
So then that's 3 lots of annual leave that they'd have to take, because a lot of them do have jobs.
They do, Salty. You're quite right there. Until we can get the women's game, further along financially, it's going great guns now, but there's a long way to go.
Oh,
big
huge hit. Mariva Swan just raced up that line. She's hurt herself.
She's not going to show it though to Tamati there. Here's Kaylee Joseph. Queensland on the halfway line and beyond it.
I can't get over how physical it's been. I mean, we'll get home just in time to watch the start of the main event, but these girls out here, all on the right path to represent their state in the next year or two.
Absolutely, Jamie. Right from the get-go, we were just amazed at the hits. Both teams.
Chance for more points here for Queensland. Here's Reeves. And they make a mistake.
Okay, you're talking about the timing of the games, a little bit of fatigue coming in here now.
And that's why I say 35 minutes. I think if you're in the WNRL or NRLW, however you want to call it, I think 35 is probably enough, knowing that they don't get the full pre-season, they don't get the full exposure of conditions and heart rate under duress in the one game. Oh, solid contact coming in from the Queenslanders, and that's a turnover. And it's great work. Rushing up off their line, not giving anything. I think the young halfback was involved there as well.
Both teams now just need to take a few breaths, settle. A couple of errors from both sides. Fatigue, as we mentioned, but now a chance to catch their breath, reset, and see what they bring.
The one thing that you talk about the strength, and if we're talking about, say, the NRLW players, if you were to go to 35 or 40-minute halves, you'll see those that have been part of Simon Buxton's regime and Jamie Feeney, Brad Donald, the Gillaroos, they'll just stand out in the last 10 minutes of each of those games. And I suppose then it's the challenge for others to
step up.
Lift as well.
Well, the Broncos last year were way fitter than everyone else in the competition, and they won that grand final on grand final day quite easily.
Mikhail with a good run. Now Menzelman off the back of it.
So good out of dummy half, Salty. She's been up there. She gets an offload away.
And she does. It's Pilata. Can she get an offload? She can't. Good tackle in there from Bent was coming in over the top just to wrap the ball up. And on the front foot again here, Queensland trying to finish the game strongly. Reeves.
Yeah.
And mistake at the play of the ball.
Yeah, young Tiana Graham here just caught one in the throat coming through. And I hope this doesn't come out the wrong way, but we've got to be careful that we don't try and expand the product too much to dilute it. I think we've got to be careful that we are approaching, giving these women enough time to be able to have a pre-season without being underdone or half done and then coming in and hurting themselves, not being able to go back to work, not being able to look after their kids or their partners or whatever they do during their normal week. I think if we get away from that and start more and more and more without paying them enough to be able to do it full time, then you start to dilute the product.
Yeah, absolutely right. And small steps. I think that Rugby League are doing it right with those small steps. The kids that are coming through now are just in camp, and they're training at the centre of excellence.
Yeah.
Their recovery is amazing. Like, contrast water immersion and
How were you with recovery? 'Cause I hated it. I'm getting cold thinking about ice baths now.
Yes, I'm not even good with a warm down jog.
I want to get in an ice bath to warm up, to be honest.
Come here, buddy. I'll give you a cuddle.
No, I'm missing out here, people.
We'll get to spend enough time together tomorrow. We're at Leichhardt. Oh, I can't wait for that. Talk
It'll be
about
great.
weekend. I mean, me and you are big sports fans. Talk about being able to be here Friday night, test matches, and then into Origin where we can relax and I can abuse you through text message.
Jamie, you were spot on then. Mick, the trainer, just pointed to his throat, so Tiana Graham's gone off with a hit to the throat.
Oh, a little push here from Queensland. You're not allowed to do that. Not allowed to do that.
Good evening to all those who are watching the under-18s call tonight on the stream. I gave him a rap. I didn't even know he was listening to us or watching. But Simon Buxton is watching tonight. One of the greats and a terrific trainer. Here they go downfield. Zali Faye. Good run from her. And get up and play it. On the halfway line and beyond they go. This has been a terrific contest. I know New South Wales are going to win it convincingly if you look at the scoreboard, if you're just tuning in and going, oh, hang on, it's been one-way traffic, but it certainly has been a willing contest. Hanisi, she's been strong. Options here for Ben. Now it's with Johnston again. She deserves a try. She's been one of the best on the field in the second half. The step, the try, the win for New South Wales. Caitlin Johnston, Tasha Gale. She's been outstanding in this second half.
She has been outstanding. She's a good runner, strong runner. The girl should hang off her a bit because her offloads can be awesome, but now we see she doesn't need offload. She's got that little step, that little jink, and over the line, Caitlin Johnson goes.
New South Wales.
Yeah, well done to her. Getting the ball out wide like another blue that we'll see later on tonight in the number 12 jersey in Kezi Abs.
Oh, looking forward to watch Kezi play. I think she'll just excel. They're talking about Queensland forwards. They might have it over the New South Wales forwards. Well, no way. You talk about Hancock and Ballinger. Well, I just answer to that with Apps and Foliaki. Like, snap.
I think it's going to be a terrific clash tonight, the clash of the forwards. We'll come down to little moments. You mentioned it earlier, that representative games, they come to little flashpoints. Tonight came down to the intercepts, which really changed the tide of the game. And the great take from Olivia Koenig for New South Wales' second try.
And Emily Curtin makes that 4 from 4.
Yeah, perfect night. The boot, 2 minutes left.
Just speaking of Steph Hancock, she's been amazing, and one of the captain out there for Queensland. Steph has actually been mentoring her, and the captain got up last night, I think, and spoke about how special it is to have such a strong mentor in Steph Hancock. She's a legend of the game.
Well, 15th appearance for Queensland tonight. Now, might not look like a lot, but when you only play one a year, it's heaps.
That is true.
So, 90 seconds left here at North Sydney Oval. Great crowd in attendance, and they've been here for most of the game. Still willing defence here. Zali Faye got it for New South Wales. This has been a terrific victory for New South Wales. Tough one for Queensland to take, given the amount of opportunities they had in the first half.
Good tackle.
Yeah, it was from Joseph on Hanisi. Johnston again. Just scored a try. That time she's wrapped up.
Full credit, Queensland are not. They've got a still strong line there. They're not giving up.
There's the kick, allowed to bounce. Tricky bounce at that. Good tackle on Peters. 35 seconds remaining. And a bit of cramp there for Jasmine Peters. Clock stops with 31 seconds to go. Those with an eagle eye just above the NSW there at the bottom of the screen will see Jamie Soward. He's ready to do some interviews. You can put your hand up. Oh, he can't hear us, can he? He hasn't got headphones on. Someone might have just told him that he was on camera. So we'll bring you some post-game interviews at the end of this one. And here is China Pilata. Offload.
They have offload well.
Last play of the game. Siren will sound, or siren has sounded, and this will be the last play now. Kick downfield, taken at the back, kicked out of play. New South Wales celebrate. They have won the under-18s Origin game here at North Sydney Oval, 24 points to 4. Well done to New South Wales. Comprehensive in the end, an enthralling contest, and one thing we can say is that the future of Women's Rugby League is in good hands with the talent that we've seen on display tonight. New South Wales getting the victory, 24 points to 4.